Well, here we are again uh, for our Friday night hangout. Once again, the link will be at the bench. Let me go put it over there. Had to kill that. It was supposed to be killed. Boy, it seems like it's pretty high. Let me go over here to the road. Adjust the microphone. It's pretty high. How's that? Is that better? We'll give that a try, see what happens. If not, I can go back on that other microphone. All right, back to Stunt Hangar. Okay, link is posted and at the bench. In order to see that link, you have to be a current supporter of Stunt Hangar and, of course, be a member using your real first and last name. You don't have to show it, but you have to use it to register. So let's see here. Let me see how this sounds now. We're going to get a little echo, but let me see how this sounds now. Much better. Okay. All righty. Go over to Zoom. What I'm working on here lately is my MX-27, which is a Monado with on a pipe. It's different. I've glued together the cowl, the pieces, and I'm not sure they're ready to be taken out of the clamps yet, so we'll just leave it sit there for a minute. But this is what I got. Here comes Gary. Yeah. So what's going on this evening?
Not much. Nothing much.
You got a window open?
No.
I did. Oh well.
Yeah.
No big deal. I see Gordon's posting on the forum. Maybe he'll come on tonight.
Yeah, maybe so.
I have his phone number to his hospital room, but I don't have his phone number to his house. I guess maybe I could find it. Let's see here. We'll go here. And we'll go here. And here. Too many steps. And here.
Yeah.
And let's see. There we go. And get the enter. Nope. Enter. Nope. Not there. Let's look for I guess he's not there. Maybe I used the computer find. Control F. Control F. Nope, nothing there. Nothing there. Let's try again. Control F. Enter. I'll try enter. No, no. Only two. Van Tatum and Jack. Huh. So either he's no longer a member or he's got to be a member. Tom Looper. No, I don't see him. Go back up to the D's. B. C. Bowman. BC. Carlisle. Craven. Daly. Nope. Davis. Dean. Deeden. Demaro. Dixon. Donnelly. Nope. Vildur. Dreyer. Wes Eakin. Nope. Not there. What a bunch of goobers. All righty. So we can't do that. I was going to call him and get him on, but that ain't happening.
Yeah, I would think he'd be a member too. Um,
So you've been following this, huh?
oh
I
yeah,
noticed.
yeah, yeah. I didn't been doing something. I didn't get on, so he was already off. So I started you over again, watched. So
These are pretty boring, you know. It's technical stuff is boring. It's not exciting like having racing motorcycles or having girls on there or whatever. That's what I can do. My metric says that it must be interesting to the to the people who do watch it. Let's see how this turned out.
I think it's interesting, but even though I don't, say much or something, it's still,
Cow. Yeah. Cow, cow, cow. I don't know. Probably should leave it in the clamps.
still drying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tight Bond 3 takes quite a while to dry. Gonna have to roll on like that to get over the cylinder head. But it's gonna fit nice.
Are you going to lock her down? Still thinking on that?
Yeah, I'm going to take two pieces of hardwood, maple motor mounts back here, and cut them into it like a teardrop, and then I'll drill two holes down here and screw it down in two spots back there. I normally do one, but I'll have to do two because of the pipe. And on this, I'm not sure that my normal system will work of attaching the cowl in the front with the dowel in the nose ring, because I have to turn this thing on. You know, it has to go on like that. That's not going to work. So I'm going to have to figure something else out. But I've been known to come up with some ingenious stuff. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. There's a little thing with a spring on it, I've noticed in one of the places where you can turn it, and when you get so far, it'll snap into your hole. But I don't know about that either. Just just talking.
I will have to see how it,
Mm,
once it's fitted up, you know, hollowed out.
yeah.
I love these old time parallel clamps.
Yeah, so I had problems with that clamp that day. And yeah, some of them's kind of fun to work with. They don't want to cooperate. Or
There's,
still,
What's happening?
just getting started.
Who's Sparky trying to get hold of? Gordon Delaney?
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have his number, but I had his email address, but not his number.
I had his hospital number, but I don't have his home phone number.
Yeah. How's he doing? Anybody know?
Yeah, he's out of the hospital. That's why, and I was on the forum today, so
Good, 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 good. Sounds like he's doing better. That's good. He's one of those people it's just good to know they're still out and about.
I guess people have lost interest in this.
Oh, I don't think it's so much that. It's just right now, so many people are having so much, there's so much crap going on, and everybody's busy with all the storm. It's like here, we got storm damage everywhere. The deadgum storms are so bad.
Oh.
One of the neighbors just had a tree service in his yard for 3 days. They left Friday, and now he's got two more trees down. So
Yep, we did too.
these dang storms are terrible around here.
Not
You
too
know
far
what's
away
nice
from
about my place? I have 0 trees on my property. 0.
us.
That's yeah.
That's good.
Now
I'm
there's
excited.
trees here, but the neighbor's tree, and it overhangs my yard. And on this side, and on this side, there's some bushes and but 0 trees. They took the tree out in front of my house. It was between the sidewalk and the street, so that wasn't my tree. That was the city's tree.
Yeah.
So it tore up the sidewalk, and we had them come take it out.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's getting crazy.
They planted that tree right next to my water main.
Oh, that was a beautiful place to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broke the gas pipe. Didn't break my water, but broke the gas pipe.
Dumb, 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 dumb. They have done some utility work around here that I just really question, but I hadn't had one that bad. That's
You
that's
need to be around here. We waited 30 years to get a new street. They're cutting the street up now, the new street up now to put in fiber optics. Why didn't they do that before?
yeah.
Why did they do that?
They do
Fix
that
that.
every time.
Oh yes. Just as soon as it's done, then they got to dig a hole and back, do something different.
Put
I
slats across it so you got nice bumps, speed bumps. You know.
Yeah,
I told them
yeah.
they better repave it.
Yeah.
30 years and we had a shit street. Now we had a real nice one. We had it for about a month. And now they're out marking it up and digging it up.
Yeah.
Hole over here, and then there's all kind of paint marks where they're going to dig it up. Fuck.
Yeah. The right hand never knows what the left hand's doing in city government. We
It's
I used to
wasteful.
run a crew that cut the loops in the road. Loop is the thing that detects the car at a traffic signal so that it knows there's a car there so it can go green. Well,
Mhm.
we go out, we spent 3.5 weeks cutting loops, 40-foot loops in this one intersection. And we just worked ourselves silly because we wanted to finish this week. We don't want to have to come back out here next week. I'm tired of this intersection. So we worked ourselves like a dog. Got it all fixed up, got it all running, everything was perfect. The city manager comes home that way, and he said it's the best it's ever worked. Tuesday morning, another city crew went out there and coal milled the entire road. Took out every one of the loops, took out every one of the lead ins, everything. We had to go do it all again. I said,
Well,
why don't we do it
Waste.
before they repave? Nothing doing. We had to wait till they repaved it and then redo it.
answer me this. Who's the genius who programmed the timing on the signals? Our speed limit on this street is 30 miles an hour, and up that way we got signals. And if you go 30 miles an hour, you'll hit every signal. But if you go 40 miles an hour, you'll miss them.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody just don't know how to work the programming.
Pisses you off. You know, you gotta drag race from one signal to the next. Because if you go 30 between signals, you'll hit the signal. But if you go 40, you'll make it.
If it works right, if you go 40 to the first one, if you make the first one and
Right.
do about 34, you should make every one of them.
Nope.
You got to
Nope.
go 40 between them?
You got to go 40 between them.
Yeah, somebody programmed it wrong.
Here comes iPad. That's either Howard
Yeah.
or Joe.
Yeah.
Show yourself.
I'm,
Oh,
trying,
Joe.
Here's
I'm trying.
Joe.
How's everybody?
Doing great, Joe. How are you?
I'm good. I went and flew rubber band airplanes. They had a good day.
Did you see Mr. Tipton?
I did.
I hope he had a good time.
We flew Sunday. We mowed and flew Sunday, big control line. Then
Yeah.
flew and mowed and flew yesterday, control line. And we flew rubber bands today. We had a good time.
Well, obviously you're not as wet down there as we are here.
Oh, we've been mowing every 4 days for a month or more. I don't know, too long.
Man, it is so wet here. I went by the park one day this week and it looks like the circles they're not underwater, but they are sure soaking wet.
Oh man. We've had heat and water.
That's all we got. Too much heat, too much water, or too much wind.
It's going to be, they're saying over 100 here for the next 5 or 6 days. Sparky, you probably got the same thing, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Going to be
Well,
over 100.
74 today, so it was nice, but
That's really nice.
It's 72 today, but it's mist and rain all day.
we had rain.
It's supposed to rain for 5 more days. Be Wednesday next week before we catch a sunny day, according to the weather station.
I think we're going to be sunny, but it feels like over 108 and 12 and 14 for the next 4 days. I don't know.
Yeah,
Gonna be hot.
Your humidity is going to be ridiculous.
Yes.
And you're down there in Tornado Alley, so when you get wind, you can really get wind.
We're gonna get whatever we get. We can't change much, but
No, that's it. You
Oh,
get
but you sure can't complain about it.
yeah.
don't do no good to complain. It ain't gonna
How's
make
your
no.
plane coming, Spark?
I'm just working on it. Here's the fuselage right here. Did the cowl today.
All
Working
right.
on the cowl.
All
Heat
right.
advisory, but it's only 74. Let's see. Tomorrow is 88 with rain. 94 on Sunday. 98 on Monday. So it's coming our way.
Oh yeah.
92 Tuesday. 89, 89, 90. Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
you're
at
getting ready
Tulsa,
to get
Robert. Look at Tulsa.
Tulsa.
It's gonna be miserable hot, I think.
85 right now. 98 tomorrow. 100 Sunday. 102 Monday.
ooh,
101 Tuesday, 97 Wednesday, 92 Thursday, 93 Fridays. Yeah, you're going to be in the double digits,
We're gonna
triple
be hot.
digits.
Feel like it's gonna be hot.
it's gonna be hot. Good
I've got
afternoon.
all the
Ed. How
places
are
that
you?
I go to fly. I've got all the weather already punched in.
Loaded up. Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Cool.
No, it ain't gonna be cool. It's gonna be hot.
Hot,
You haven't
hot
been listening.
baby. Did you go to Oshkosh, Ed?
No.
No.
Yeah, we've got so much going on at the house and stuff. No way. Plus, I'm just now starting to get around, and I'd have to have something to ride around in and things. After about an hour or so, I would have been spent. So
Yeah.
yeah,
They didn't have any
I
crashes this year, did they?
Not yet that I'm aware of.
yeah.
Ed,
Yeah.
look at what I got.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Those are really good.
Yeah, that thing is cool.
I like
Bob
that.
Bob Hudak called me today, and he used his that he won, and said he had a blast. And
Well, I used that at
Hello,
Bro
Colleen.
Nats. Oh, Sparky, Sparky saw you go by.
hola.
Hey,
She went
darling,
by
how
the-
are you? We're gonna try to get it ready to go here in the next week or so, but looks like it's gonna be a solid week. For the next week, we'll have to put floats on it to fly it.
Oh.
That handle's slick. Just
Yeah.
It is.
I like it. I think it's
Yeah.
so much better to fly here and flip the switches than try to run your throttle on one hand and fly at the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I've got
I
that
love it for
too.
for test and trimming. You know?
I think it's a
you-
good handle.
Yeah.
I flew it at Brodax and the Nats, both.
Yeah.
And it's a
Good.
slick little deal.
Yeah. I was talking with Carlos today and stuff, and he's been getting a lot of feedback and stuff, and Bob Hudak had about five things that he wanted to that he'd like to see and stuff. So
Very
it's
good.
nice to see. And
I think it's neat.
You go see scale. That's going to dominate scale, Ed.
oh yeah,
There's no
Yeah.
question.
I think it's gonna dominate Navy carrier.
well that too, yeah. Yep. Yeah, you get the 2-channel receiver, and you can get a 1-channel receiver, a 2-channel, a 5, and he's developing a 6. And the 6
Well,
is going to have a slider.
2 and a 5.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, it
sitting
comes
on
with the
2 and a
5.
I
Because they're
think 2 channels going on a half A and the 5 channels going on a Navy carrier downstairs. If I don't have to drag that third wire around, that's less
Yep.
drag. That ought to be a bonus.
yeah. But yeah, I mean that 1 channel for little half A's,
Yeah.
it's the same size as an FM9 timer.
Oh, good gosh. That's tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, me.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, we new siding, new doors, new gutters. I got to put a new roof on the porch and all this, and it's still not going to be done until the mid-August because I had to order trusses and a beam for the front porch. So there's no way I could do much, and that started during Brodak. So at any time at Brodak, I would have had to possibly pop back, but since it was only an hour away, it was doable.
Yeah,
I sure had a good time at Brodax. That was a good week.
I did too.
Oh
That's
boy,
what-
yeah.
What are we gonna do next year? Well, next year we got Brodak, but what are we gonna do after that for fun? I mean, that's the most fun contest of the year. The other contests are contests. Brodak is
It's the
party.
people. It's the people, Phil.
Well, it
Yeah.
is,
It's
but
the
we're gonna have to
people.
find somewhere to get together. Even if we leave airplanes at home, we got to find someplace to get everybody together.
Yep.
There's guys at Brodak that I never saw fly, but we had a heck of a good time just over there cutting up at the dinner tables and all, at the tables.
Yeah.
Just eating hot dogs and cutting up.
They were talking about doing something at Joe Knoll, but not as many people are going to go down there. That's a long ass ways for us.
Yes.
Well, it's a long
Yeah.
way and it's expensive.
Yeah.
That place is expensive.
There's just Buzz has the Field of Dreams for model airplanes, in my opinion.
She does.
Field of Dreams.
She does. She does. And and the memorial site is pretty much it. I mean, it's hard to beat.
And if you are looking at doing something, you've got to be planning it and getting things locked in now.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Because boy, with the stuff that I do, trying to get things accomplished, it's amazing how long it
It
takes.
takes. Yeah. I
There's a
know.
place in the middle of the country that Joe is close to, Tulsa. We can do something.
We got 3 circles, man. We're little potatoes. But
Booter's pretty good size.
Booter's a fine park. What hurts Booter, in my opinion, is your fee to go fly. You have to pay a pretty good chunk just for us to come and have a contest, don't you, Robert?
I don't know.
I
So
don't-
what? So what? Say it's $100. Say it's $200. So what?
So what? I agree 100%. What makes Tulsa's nice? They got 3 good grass circles. The hotels are close. It's just out in the country. We flew Sunday and Thursday. We flew 2 days this week. We mowed and flew both.
Well, we're planning on coming.
Well, we'll probably be up at your house, or not your house, but you're the week before us.
Yeah.
We'll probably be up for that also, just to support y'all. You guys have a scale contest too, I bet, don't you?
We have scale, perky, and
Stunt.
stunt. But we also have. I think they have, what is that? That 35 speed sky.
Sky
30
Ray.
Skyway
Skyway.
35, maybe.
No, it's a speed contest, but it uses a Fox 35 motor. I don't know. They do all kind of weird stuff, slow races and
It's
shit.
all good. Let them have fun. It's all good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you guys are doing something for the Ringmaster Roundup the first weekend in October. Does that sound you? Have you heard anything about that?
I don't know. I don't have a ringmaster, so
Okay.
Well, that would take you a whole day and a half. I mean, seriously.
Do we need
Yeah.
do we need to teach you how to build one?
yeah.
My goodness
Oh,
gracious.
gosh.
Great
God,
balls.
if it's that big a deal, I'll box one up and send it to you for crying out loud.
My goodness.
Well, I had a quick build Ringmaster 576. Quick build, mind you. In 2 years, I didn't get it finished. Sold it to John Paris.
Ah! You didn't want to, because you could build that sucker in 2 days.
Yeah.
Easily. Easy. You about build that in 2 days with your eyes closed.
Robert
Built it in a week. I
Robert
built it in a week, and I'm the slowest builder I know.
A Ringmaster 576 will fly.
Yeah.
Put an LA 46 on that. And
Well, I flew D Rice's and I was impressed with it.
Yes, sir. I built one because of that airplane. Still got it.
I flew it down to Memphis. He let me fly it. That yellow one.
Yellow one. Uh-huh.
How's he doing?
I think he's okay. I haven't heard in the last month or two, but
He's really old, right?
I think he's getting up there probably. I'm not sure how old he is.
They're having some type of birthday party for Frank Beatty, 100 years old.
Really? 100?
Yeah.
My goodness.
That's something, isn't it?
It is. That's remarkable.
Yeah.
Make me big there, Sparky.
You're big.
So I got this the other day. And
Yeah.
It's like
you
a
got
ratchet.
you got the 3 different sizes
Chucky.
for drill press chuck.
Yeah.
I'll be darned. Uh-huh.
So, instead of that little T handle thing, you got this.
How about that?
I'll be darned.
I saw it online. I ordered it, and about a month and a half later, it showed up somewhere from, I think, Italy.
I like the Spitfire behind you.
Slick. That's pretty slick.
FZD. Foxtrot Zulu Delta.
Yeah. So you may see it pop up.
Yeah, I see that too, Joe.
I like that Spitfire.
I do too.
When did you leave to go home, Robert, from the Nats? Did you leave Sunday morning or Saturday afternoon?
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. Okay. Well, I know we saw you out there Saturday. One day I said, what's he doing still here? He should be gone. We flew scale Saturday and we left Sunday 10 o'clock to head home.
Yeah, I saw pictures of you hanging on to something with 4 engines and looked like a big one.
Big old Constellation.
Yeah.
That's a badass airplane. That make the hair on the back of your neck stand up to fly. It's awesome.
But that ain't his biggest one.
Years ago, and it really will make the hair on the back.
It weighs 12 pounds.
How much?
12.
I like the angle of you flying it there.
And you just
You look like you leaning into it a little
You
bit.
can't fly- I
Leaning back
can't
like
fly.
that, it's like,
I
oh my
couldn't-
golly.
I can't fly that one-handed. I'm not, I couldn't fly it one-handed. No way.
Well, do a two-handed loop then.
No, heavens no. Years ago, I didn't like doing that missed approach. I thought that was hard. Eddie had a B-29 that weighed 11, same 4-engine stuff. And I said, I want to do high flight. He said, oh, Joe, are you sure? I said, yeah, that missed approach is hard to do. I'll do high flight. So we signed up for high flight. And I did that one time, and I said, we ain't never doing that again. Time you get that plane 60 degrees and run it wide open, you can't turn and spin. You're leaning back so far. It's like, okay, missed approach is way better. I went back to that. Those airplanes are remarkable pieces of equipment.
Didn't he have one that
Guys-
did the parachute guy too? I saw a parachute fly out of one of them.
Oh, that was Lynn Boss. Had a B-25 for fun scale. Had somebody parachute out of the Bombay, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was. I think I remember seeing the door.
Guys, you should have seen Joe at Brodak fly the B-29 in that wind the last day, and the low approach and the landings were so smooth. It was hard to believe that. Wait a minute, now this can't happen in this wind and stuff.
It worked out okay up there.
It was impressive.
It worked
Yeah,
out
it was-
okay.
Well, all you had to do was say that it was Joe, and
It was blowing pretty
Yeah.
good, but that was Ricky's P-47. It had that handle like you have, Ed, with that left handle and the gear
Okay.
switch on it. That
Yep.
works so sweet. That's nice. It is nice.
Yeah, I got yeah.
there
And,
you
Same,
go.
that's the same one. It had 2
Yep.
switches on it. The one
Yep,
Ricky
and
had had
I
2 switches.
got the stuff, the graphics to mark them, gear and flaps.
Uh-huh.
And he's going to put a slider down here for 6 channel.
I see.
Wow.
And he's made a guard now for your button here because you can accidentally bump it sometimes.
What's the button do?
Keeps you from accidentally hitting the menu.
Oh,
You could change airplanes possibly while you're flying it.
well, that wouldn't be good.
That'd be pretty
That
hard to
wouldn't
do
be
because
good.
you'd have to push in and enter for a second or two
I,
to get to the menu.
it wasn't a problem with me. That wasn't an issue
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
But when you take off and you pull the gear up, it looks so cool to have an airplane flying the gear go up. It's like, oh, this is awesome, man. I want this on my stunt ship. How do I make a gear go up on my stunt ship?
I got the system.
Fun
But
Oh,
stuff.
and
as Bob Hunt says, it's nice to see it go up, but he likes to see it come back down.
I think that probably, I get it. I understand that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what,
It's too big a weight penalty, I think.
Yep,
Yeah.
2 ounces.
Is it 2? I bet that's probably right. 2, you can't do it for less, I don't imagine.
it'd be tough. We tried. The whole gears is printed, and it's
What
still
is-
right at 2 ounces. By the time you put servo in it and everything, it's still right at 2 ounces. The servo and 2 push rods, and
why not the air
it's
tank?
oh no. Electric servo
Okay.
pushed it out and pushes them up and pushes them back. It's funny, it pushes this away, but the gear folds forward. I wanted the gear to where when the wheel sticks out of the nacelle just a little bit, that if it belly lands, it still lands on the wheels. Of course, they'd be touching it upside of the nacelle, so it would be sliding, but at least it'd be sliding on a wheel instead of on all that nice paint. Oof.
Oh,
I think I'd be stepping off in the grass.
yes.
Well, you got to remember, Hobby Park, we ain't got it. Well, you've never been here, have you? Hobby Park, we ain't got a lot of grass because that's where everybody sits. You can't go over there because you'd be hitting airplanes.
You'd have been proud of me, Joe, when when my Junior XL was orange.
Yes.
I came down out of a reverse wing over, and I pulled out so low that I skinned the rudder and broke the propeller.
Oh no.
Oh,
So I knew right away that this thing's going to vibrate the nose off. I went half a lap, stepped in the grass, and landed it upside down to kill the engine, and didn't put a scratch on it except for a little skin on the rudder. Change of prop,
well.
went flying.
You did well on that.
Yeah,
boy, you were lucky.
yeah.
I mean, I
Because
know
I
you're skillful, but that's ridiculous.
saw one airplane at the Nats break a propeller on takeoff, and that airplane exploded in a half a lap.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, that was that friend of Bob's. I think it was a crossfire. I thought,
Oh, was that Joel?
yeah, Constantino or whatever.
Joe
That's
Constantino.
what happened, huh?
Yep. He chipped the prop on takeoff, and it threw a blade off, and within a quarter lap, you could hear it. I mean, just vibrating so bad, it just boom, like a bomb went off, like it was hit by a
God,
rocket.
that's horrible.
It was not good.
I saw a very accomplished pilot a few years ago. I did not see it hit anything, but he was flying some practice flights with his 4-stroke P-51, and all of a sudden the entire plane just boom. I didn't know what in the world had happened, and I was talking to him later, and he says, "I think it threw a blade, but I don't remember it hitting anything." And that was Paul Walker.
Huh.
His daggum P-51 just exploded. And that was all you saw was shrapnel coming
You
down.
start losing a blade, that's tremendous. Tremendous out of that situation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but
Well,
what
it's
I can't
kinda like-
understand. Go
It
ahead.
was kind of like my car at the Nats. You know, I got a right front flat tire. So Danny come pick me up, and we went to AutoZone, and I got a can of that Fix-A-Flat. I put the fix-a-flat in it and I drove it around the perimeter. Well, I didn't drive it enough. All that shit went down to the bottom of the tire and made a rock. Well,
Oh,
driving around 35 miles an hour in town was no big deal. I got up on that road going towards, McGalliard, and the front end just started shaking around. Holy shit! So I had to go to the tire barn and get the tire fixed.
oh my
me.
goodness.
That's awful.
That
And
is-
if you had pressure regulators in there to tell you what the pressure is in each tire, you kill that too. So another bit of fun and games.
But my car,
hurts.
because I didn't let it go, my car did pass inspection. I didn't knock the front end out.
man.
Wow. Wow.
Years ago, I had a pickup truck and the tires were just about wore out, but not quite. So I took them off, bought a new set of tires for them, run the new tires all winter. Then the next summer, I went and got 4 rims from the salvage and remounted those wore out tires on those 4 used rims. And I was too cheap to balance them, so I poured like 6 ounces of antifreeze through a funnel into the tire, then put the stem in it and aired them up. And them were the smoothest running tires I ever rode in my life. They run so smooth, it was scary.
Well, I highly recommend the Tire Barn. They treated me right. $35. I went across the street to Bob Evans, had breakfast. By the time I came back, it was fixed. $35.
They did good.
Yeah, I figured it's going to be $100 bill, but no, $35.
That's good.
That is good. Nice to see somebody didn't take advantage of an out of towner.
Well, he knew I was a mechanic
So,
too.
Robert,
Yeah.
looking back on the Nats, which was the best flying airplane you saw at the Nats? Do you have a feel for that? I can pick 2 from what I saw.
Well,
I'd say Orestes and Doug
Orestes.
Moon's was the best 2 flying airplanes.
yeah. Well, it wasn't the best flights. It was the best flying airplanes.
Yeah, best flying airplanes. What I'm talking about.
Yeah, Doug Moon and Orestes. Yeah.
That was the 2 best planes there. I thought.
Was what, first and second?
Oh, first and third,
First
or
and
first and fourth.
First and fourth, I think.
Yeah,
Who was
first and
second and
fourth.
third?
Derek Berry was second, and he'd have won if he wasn't flying against the Yatsenko cheater airplane. And let's see, and then Fitzgerald, and then Moon, and then Walker.
I'm gonna tell you what, one of these days he's gonna come through and forget the second place. He's gonna win that thing. Derek is the best flyer I've seen in a long, long time, never to win the Nationals. He won second so many times. One of these days he's gonna blast through and get it. And
It's hard to beat Orestes' consistency.
Well, that's it. Orestes is incredible, but one of these
Orestes got no 40s from me. He got 0 40s. Derek got 2, and in the same flight. But
yeah.
But you know, when you got let me Orestes 39, 38, 38, 38, 39, you know, and then you got a guy like Derek, he gets 37, 36, 39, 35, 40. You know, the scores are just all over the place. But Orestes is consistent. He's almost right there with their 40s every time.
Plenty good, man.
He's the best stick I've ever seen, and that's saying a lot because I've
Let me
seen
tell you
all the
my
I've seen
feeling
most of
on
the
cheater
greats.
airplanes. Perfect example, Angstrom. Angstrom flew a 550 with his Shrike or whatever that airplane is.
Yeah.
So he might have got 450 with his built Smoothie in Junior Senior Open. So there's a 100-point gap between an airplane you built and a pro-built airplane. That ain't right.
They're good airplanes.
They are extremely good airplanes, but I just, I've got 2 of them and I never fly them. It sounds ridiculous, but I've got Axioma downstairs. I don't fly. It's in the box. And I've got a Revolution downstairs. It's in pieces. I've taken it apart. It's in pieces laying downstairs. I don't fly it either.
When you come to come to Tulsa, Sparky, I'm going to let you fly my Blue Max with the Rojet 67. You need to
Okay.
just to say, okay, what it is, it is. It's the best airplane I've ever had, with just a rear exhaust, not even a pipe. I think it flies better than my pipe Blue Max, truth be known. And just when you get an airplane that's good, I don't know. I don't think I can build an airplane as good as they can, a professional.
Well,
I don't
that's
think I
Kaz
can
Bahama built
either.
that. That was Kaz built that, wasn't it?
Uh-huh. But I think
Honda, that was Honda that built that.
Honda built that. Okay.
No,
But
Kaz is a great guy.
yes, sir. But the
He
airplane
he
they
come over
build,
here with a molded airplane 10 years ago.
oh, maybe more.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I'm sure it was. When was the World's here before? Not
Oh,
not year.
four. Oh, four.
Okay, well the '03 he was here with a molded airplane.
I
think
seen him before that. I seen him in the 90s, late 90s.
That wouldn't surprise me. He,
Just because you mold one, don't make it easy. I've got a
oh
molded
no,
airplane. I put it together as good as I can get it, but you can't be competitive at 74 ounces, in my opinion. You just
There's
can't.
something to that weight. I'm telling you guys.
Yep, you just can't be competitive.
And
You
if you
can
could
make
make it, if you could make it 40 ounces, it's even better.
you can make it 65. I think it'd be awesome. But I thought in the good air, I flew pretty good. But when the wind blew, that sucker hunted like a dog, dude. And I couldn't figure it out. I still ain't. I've made changes to it, but I ain't got it figured out yet.
They all do it. They all do it. Arrestus, all of them. You can't get. He ain't never going to get a 40 for level flight or inverted or whatever, because it's always going like that.
I'm going to buy me just for fun a little vibration thing. You put handheld, maybe 2x2. I'm going to mount it right underneath the fuselage on the bell crank mount, and to run that vibration to see if that'll make it fly better. Just to see what happened. I don't know.
I'm gonna let you fly my new program, and you tell me what you think, because it's going back to the 90s.
Oh, that Blue Max with the 67 flies awful good, man. Any of you can fly. It just, I've let numerous people fly that airplane. They say, Don Cranfield said, "You're a cheater." He said, "It flies too easy." It just, when an airplane's easy to fly, it's easy to fly, man. I wish I could fly that Blue Max and done that to get me 15 appearance points. I'd scare some people with it.
Yeah, you could tell your airplane was way overweight.
It's too heavy. It's just too, you can get the power to get it up there, but you can't stop the corners. You have to chase the bottoms every time, just a little.
It pushes. It pushes it.
Sliding. Well, I've done something about that. I've figured that. I'm going to do. It's got a pork chop in it with all the hose like the Russian airplanes have.
Yeah.
I moved the flaps to get more flap and less elevator.
No, you need to go the other way.
Well, you got to get more flap because it's sliding
No.
to stop it.
Oh, okay. No, you got to go the other way.
I don't think so. It's quicker than a cat now, but I'm going to learn something. I don't know yet. I'm going to monkey.
Well, do yourself a favor, and just to see if you're right or not, put it all the way up so you get more flap, and you'll find that it'll feel like mush. And then go the other way and get more elevator, and the tail will snap around so it goes up quicker.
I had what it was the top hole of both of them. So I had maximum movement, but not maximum flap. But the movement was high. But when you move the flap down to, now you could have more flap, and you'll still have the same elevator movement, maybe a kiss more. But you have more elevator, supposedly. We'll
you
see.
might want to check
I'm
that,
not gonna
Joe. Joe, if you moved it down and you've this coming off the bell crank and you brought this one down.
Yeah, it
Now
makes
you're
the
moving the
flap move
flap
further.
more.
That's
Now you're
correct.
moving the elevator more.
I want
Because the
more
elevator's the
flap,
one that's
too.
taller. It's going to move more in both directions.
Yeah, but you got the
Because
flap
it's
more. The flap's going
you
to
got
move
more flap, but you got more elevator
But I
too.
can do something about the elevator. I can move the elevator down on the slider to do that if I want to.
Move it up. Make it faster.
Make it
I'd
faster and
like
see
it to
what
be
happens.
faster. I got it faster. I mean, at the Nats, I'd turn my handle over and use the tool slide my handle. But it was still sliding in the turn.
You saw Joe Reinhardt come and visit me, right?
I know, but I know Joe. He came by my hangar too.
Yeah, he was on Circle 4 and he said hello to me and all that. And I showed him, I got me a Joe Reinhardt handle. I got a handle out there that has line spacing that's got to be 10 inches.
Good lands.
Oh, my goodness.
What the
I'm
hell
going to
you
use
do
that
with
bad
that?
boy.
I like Joe a lot.
10
He's a
inches.
good fella.
God, you'd have to wrench. Yeah, use 2 hands to fly
You
that
guys
thing.
talk amongst yourself. I'll go down and get it and show it to you.
Wow. 10-inch handle. Jiminy.
That'd be a lot.
That'd be awful sensitive. Oof.
Well, if you had a
It's
6-inch
in my
bell
car,
crank,
so I'll be right back.
if you had a 6-inch bell crank, it wouldn't be. You know,
Well, that's right.
depends
But I
on
got
your
a
bell
4-inch.
crank
I
and
got
the
a 4-inch
tails,
bell crank, and a 6-inch
how
handle.
off, how much the bell cranks up. Top. There's 47 things to
Wondering
go.
how good the signal is on this microphone.
Well, it's pretty good so far. We can still hear you.
Whose car is that?
What's
They're
Robert
coming
building there? Do you know?
It's a Viper looking thing, but it's one like he had in the 70s.
Okay.
And it's got a 32 in it on a pipe, but the motor's mounted
Hey,
sideways so that the side mount exhaust comes out the bottom.
it goes back to the tunnel. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of built the motor's mounted sideways, kind of
Sidewise.
Al Raby style.
Uh-huh.
Instead of being profile mounted, it's 45 degrees. Halfway in between. Oh, darn it, Joe.
Me too. I'm not
things
staying late tonight. I'm tired.
No, I can't do it either. I'm whooped. My daughter's been here all week, and she has been working her little fanny off trying to get things done that she thinks Daddy can't do. And I'm telling you what, that little girl did some stuff that Daddy couldn't do. My daughter is a powerhouse. That woman is something. Love her to death, but she is something else. Absolutely. She don't realize how darn beautiful she is, but she is she's a mechanic. She's a woodworker. She's got a 10-year-old son that's strong as most men. And then I'm telling you, she has a way of getting things done. I don't know what it is.
Let's see how much I can get out of this handle. It's been sitting so long, it's locked up.
Oh, I remember those.
Can't move it.
Oh, I'll be
I remember
darned.
those, yep. I had one of those. I think Buddy Barbie has it now.
That's a Joe Reinhardt special. Let's see what
I'll be darned.
I think I got it at Tucson.
It's
But
not.
I never did. I never did fly it, and somebody liked it and kept commented on it one time too many, and I just said, "Here."
It's 9 inches you can get across here.
9 inches. Holy cow!
And a 4-inch bell crank. Boy, that ought to be some power steering for sure enough.
I'm gonna have to put some slickum on it, get it to move because it's locked up. It's been sitting so long.
It won't take much.
Put some aerosol Geritol on it.
Yeah.
WD-40.
WD-40, that's it.
There we go.
I take most of my handles and put grips, hand grips on them, finger grips. And Tommy went to fly my airplane the other day. He says, my fingers end up on the end of your tips because his hand's so much smaller than mine. It's just-
In the wrong
oh,
place.
good gracious. Yeah, he couldn't. He said he couldn't fly. He said, my hand's just not big enough to fly your handle. So I said, well, I've got another one over here. We'll put it on you and let you fly it. Tell you what, he can fly a brick. He's like Joe. He can fly a dadgum brick. If it's got enough power to get through the maneuvers, Tommy can fly it. Joe can too.
I had a 2 minute and 37-second flight today and a 2 minute 28 that I filmed. I had some bunch of 2 minute and 20 and 30-second flights. It never works out that your best flight's the one you film.
Oh no.
It just don't work
No.
out that way. But 237 was pretty good. It was the air conditioner was on and it just beat the poor little airplane to death on the way down. You know,
It flies under that thing.
and boom, it did. Going up, it would power through it, but coming down in the glide, it would push it down for you.
Yeah. Tell you what, I'd love to be able to get down there a few days and see y'all do that and bring some of mine to fly them because I don't have a place to fly them.
It's so pretty to watch fly. My goodness.
I've got 4 or 5 of them downstairs that a cabin air and a couple, 3 or 4 peanuts and everything's 28 inches or less. But it would be a blast to fly those inside.
Look at that, Robert. Holy mackerel.
Be just like that.
Is that what you flew your P-47 on?
No.
No.
No, I know what he flew his P-47 on. I watched that intently.
I used a CAS handle, but if I had this, I'd have used it.
That's a lot of giddy up right there.
Yeah,
that.
The exact measurement between lines is it's only 7 3/4.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good bit.
I think mine is 6 or 6.5. I can't remember.
What's a standard old easy just? Were they 6-inch, the big one?
The big one was 5-inch and the small one was 4-inch.
4-inch.
4.
Uh-huh. I used.
That'll tell you the difference. My hand fits the big one, and Tommy's hand fits the small one. I tried to fly Tommy's airplane. That's when I started flying with a handle just right here on my fingertips. I couldn't get the rest of my hand in the darn thing.
Years ago, Elwin Odd was out the model club, and he didn't have a good engine run all day. And I said, "Go get that handle on the flight streak, Elwin, and fly it." "You let me fly your fly streak?" I said, "Go get the handle. I'm starting." And I started flipping that handle, getting it ready to go. And he got the handle and he started walking out and he says, "My, this is a big handle." It was a big easy just. And we walked a little further. "My, this is a big handle." I said, "It's okay, Owen. It's got a long horn on it. It'll fly. It flies fine." And I flipped that and started it and threw that flight streak. And it wasn't 4 or 5 laps and he was just cutting up and giving it heck all over the country. You know, the handle doesn't matter so much as you think it does if you got it geared right.
Yeah.
You got to have it working right inside the airplane and the elevator.
Yeah.
Who was that guy that gave me all them Super Tigers?
That was Tom Martin, Sparky.
He's passed away, right?
Yes, he has. Probably 4 years ago.
All those motors have been all converted to Brian Gardner.
Tom was one of my people that I first joined the club in 03. And Tom couldn't fly the pattern, but he was an enthusiast and he was always wanting to be there and he was there all the time. And he's the one that said, "Joe, I can't tell you what to do, but do something. If it's wrong, you'll figure it out and put it back where it was, but do something." He was always very encouraging me on my flying and trimming and learning things. Do something. If it don't fly good, do something. If it's wrong, you can always put it back. He was a good lad. Good lad.
I think he gave me about 6 of them.
I think he did too. He gave you a good many of them.
Yeah. Some of them were kind of hammered on, but I didn't fix those. I passed them on. But
does a Brian Gardner, you think, make more power than a stock one?
And different timing. It is. I think so. Yeah.
I'll be darned. Different timing.
What you got when you put a Brian Gardner liner and you got a PA 60? I mean,
is that right?
Yeah, they just They just run so much better.
I'll be darned.
And you don't have to worry about them starting again. You know, like with a ring, if you get it hot, it won't restart.
It's hard to beat. For me, I'm a road jet dude, man. Just give me a road jet and be done with it.
Well, that's how the PAs were.
Yep.
All that new technology, you know, I don't know, I was watching that Cox thing and they're talking about half a millionth of an inch clearance or whatever. I don't know, some kind of crazy tolerance. Well, that's just like Henry did with the PAs, and I'm sure that Dub does too. All them clearances are perfect.
Oh, yeah, Dubs are hand fit. They
We
hand
took
fit
the
every one
volume
of them.
down to nothing, didn't it?
What'd you say, Phil?
I said it took my volume down to nothing. I was on the telephone, and the computer and the earpods took my volume down to nothing. Anyway,
It
that's all
knew.
right. That's all right. Ed knows everything. He's got his muted. Ed knows all. Well, anyway,
Sometimes.
yeah,
He makes PT6s work, I think.
yeah.
Oh
I've
my
got
golly.
a,
That's
I've got a good. Go ahead.
1976. I did my first hot section.
Is
on
that a
those.
fact?
Yeah.
My
All right,
goodness.
I give up. What's a hot suction?
You pull everything from the hottest part of the engine out,
Uh-huh.
the turbines, the vanes, check clearances, check for wear, cracks, and put it all back together.
Do you have to use a last word on that?
You have to lap the rings in and stuff, yeah.
No,
Sealing rings.
no. Do you have to use a tool called the last word?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Well, this thing only reads to half thousandths, and it only goes to 5. It's a dial indicator that splits the thousandths in half.
Oh, okay.
Thousandths in half.
No.
Yeah.
We were just dealing in thousandths for tip clearance, things like that.
I think
But
you can get them to read down to the millionth.
and soon as Beach heard that I had done hot sections, and the next thing I know, I was working for Beach, and they sent me to Pakistan.
Oh Lord. See, you should have kept it to yourself.
Hey, it
Jeez.
was the start.
He was
And,
paid well. Don't kid yourself.
Oh, I know that.
yeah, I still get a
Nobody's
lot of
crazy enough to go.
requests. We get a lot of requests, but we have to turn them down because we're doing the bigger engines, and when you have all this tooling, you got to use it and stuff. That was one nice thing. The tooling was a lot cheaper for the PT6s.
Yeah. Yeah, but see, Ed's got one deal though. When you're gonna go over there and play in that sand, if you're gonna have to go over there and play in all that sand, you're gonna pay me. I mean, geez,
You
that's
ever hear
bad.
Allah Akbar?
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah. I hear you, baby.
About 6 months ago, I had to go to Malaysia, which killed me that I couldn't go since that was where I transferred in from. I had to send a team to Malaysia to remove a busted bolt in an engine,
Is that
One
right?
bolt.
and
Wow.
we saved them from removing the engine. No, I'm sorry, the bolt was Dubai. We had to go to Dubai. It saved us from removing the engine, shipping it to England. You got all the import export duties back and forth, all the time frame, and we had it fixed in 2 days.
Must have been a Rolls Royce.
I know. So
Man,
Remarkable.
I'll tell you what, Dubai is the only place I ever been. You see buildings that are, I don't know if they're made of, but they're coated in gold. And I don't mean gold paint. I mean, it's real gold.
Hmm.
Those people got, I mean, that's more money than you can imagine. It's just ridiculous. But
They
don't you
get,
be caught, don't you be caught touching none of it or scratching none of it. You can go to jail real quick. I stayed about 4 feet from the walls whenever I could because I was carrying boxes that would scratch. And I said, nope, I ain't going to visit no jail here. This place is very, very bougie, but I don't want to spend no time in the jails. Oof, I got in, fixed three pieces of equipment, and got on the first plane I could get on out of there. Sent me to Japan from there, and got into Japan, and they wanted me to stay in this microtel. Well, microtel means something different in Japan than it means here.
I could
You know what I'm
imagine.
talking about, don't you?
Yeah, I
It's
could
like living
imagine.
in a matchbox.
Yeah, how did you
Yeah,
like
I
trying to
mean,
get through a door?
golly, man, I'm telling you. And then I finally did try to slide in the thing just to appease them, and I was too long for it.
Oh yeah.
My feet were on one end and my head was touching it. I said, ain't no way. I crawled back out of that thing. And he's wanting to close the door. I said, hey, let me out of here. And I finally just reached out and grabbed the bar and came out. I said,
You can't put a macro fill in a microtel.
there you go. Well, see, I have one problem. I have claustrophobia, and I didn't know it until that trip. But that trip taught me real quick. I don't like small spaces. I tell you what, that was a experience for me, buddy.
I came
We
on
had a lot
tonight.
of fun though.
I came on tonight to break a tie.
Uh-oh.
I was watching this on YouTube
Uh-huh.
about Joe's situation with his heavy airplane and which way the slider on the horn should go.
Okay.
The slider should go down, like Joe said. You want to put more flap in, reduce the elevator. If the airplane's too heavy, you got to get more lift. There's no question about it.
Okay.
No question.
Okay.
You put more
Okay.
elevator in, it's going to stall quicker.
It's slightly worse.
It'll stop. It'll turn it quicker, and it's not going to have enough. It doesn't have enough lift now to do what he wants it to do. So if you make the elevator quicker, it's just going to stall quicker because you have more elevator and less flap. You want more flap with a heavy airplane.
That's right.
That makes perfect sense. I had to slow down the elevator on the
it's
Ringmaster,
aerodynamics.
and it doesn't stall anymore.
It's just
How
pure
about that?
aerodynamics, you know.
Yeah. Well, you go coming in with sensibilities that the rest
The
of
best
us
thing to
don't
do
have.
is to cut 10 ounces off of it.
No
That's
argument
exactly
there.
right.
No argument there.
No argument there. I
How the
100%.
heck how you
Even
gonna
a brick,
cut 10 ounces off it?
even a brick will fly, but a light brick will fly better than a heavy brick.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right. Robert's been preaching that as long as I've known him.
Yeah.
Light is good, but lighterer is better.
First time I met Bob was at Tucson, 2004, and we was walking in the parking lot going into the Roadhouse. I think it's called Roadhouse.
Roadway.
Yeah.
Roadway.
Roadway.
That's it, Roadway.
Roadway.
And
yeah.
he was carrying this pretty Caprice, and I'd seen it in magazines. I said, "Oh, that's a nice airplane." And he stuck it out to me, and I took it, and I think I called him a cheater right there to his face. I bet that sucker didn't weigh 35, 36 ounces. It wasn't very heavy. I don't know what.
Well, it was more than that, but it was, it's a light airplane.
It was a light airplane, boy. I said, "Oh, my God."
I think fully trimmed out and everything, it was about 40, 41.
It was a light airplane. Holy cow.
Yeah, it was a good one. I had an interesting, you know who Jerry Phelps was, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I had the funniest thing that ever happened to me at VSC. Well, one of the funniest things, with a lot of funny things I can't talk about. Jerry Phelps showed he had, we all stayed at that roadway that you talked about, and we had rooms. Billy and I were roomed right next to Jerry and Mary Phelps, and Jerry had a brand new Tucker Special, and it was gorgeous. I mean, he did beautiful work, but he could not get it to work. He could not get it to lock. And wouldn't track right, and he was like ready to leave and go home. I mean, literally, he wanted to go home. He said, "I'm not flying. This airplane doesn't fly." And I said, "Well, can I look at it?" He said, "You can have it." I said, "I don't want. I just want to look at it." And I looked. I said, "It's okay if I fix this for you?" He says, "You won't be able to fix it." And I said, "Can I fix it?" He said, "Do anything you want." I said, "Well, I might break it fixing it." He said, "I don't care." So Mary said, "Let him have the airplane," and I took the airplane in our room, and the first thing I looked at was what, Joe?
The flap elevator ratio.
Flap elevator.
Elevator adjustment, the neutraling.
That's
And
right.
at level flap, it had down elevator a lot.
Oh
So,
Lord.
and of course, we didn't have adjustable controls on those airplanes. So I had Billy put clamps, plywood clamps over the flap horn. I put plywood clamps over the elevator horn, and we bent it using the push rod as the thing that bent the
Bending.
wire against.
Yes.
And we didn't break it. We got it right. I said, take it out and fly it. And he took it out. He came back to the motel room, walked in the room, and says, "I'm going to kick both your asses with this airplane."
I love it.
I tell you what, Jerry Phelps was an interesting guy. If you bought something from him, I bought some propellers from him. He put more work in the box that he put these two props in than most people put in the product they sell you. He was just a class act. He was a great guy.
Those 10.5, 4.5 carbon props he made for the Aero Tigers that's what made that engine work.
That's magic.
Yeah.
That was what they called it, the magic prop.
Yeah, that's what they called it. Billy designed it.
And all of
Billy
them
designed it.
Like, they were like secret props,
Yeah, I got two of them, and I'm telling you what, they really do make a 36 top. Golly, and they're so light. Golly.
If you ever had a chance to eat a piece of his pie,
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
yeah.
goodness.
Pies and cookies, and
Oh my word.
he was the best.
His
It
pie
was
box was a piece of art.
It was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Everything he did was artwork.
It's good people, man. There's so many good people out there, y'all. All we hear about is the fussing and gritching and griping. There's so many good people in this country. We need to be waking up
Mhm.
and thinking about that.
Yeah, that's true.
There's
We don't all
caffeine
get together.
sideways.
Caffeine sideways. Boy, that's a bank
It looked
road.
like Mark Gerber to me.
No, caffeine sideways. There he is, upright.
Caffeine's upright.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Well, there he is. Okay.
Good, good.
Very neat. Very neat. What
With a
happened to Mark
Bearcat
Gerber?
report, Mark?
Bearcat report.
Yeah, the Bearcat report is safely in the basement now.
You fix the
You
rudder?
didn't-
Well, there's not really much broken on the rush.
It's a stabilizer that had a crack in it, wasn't it? Or the wing?
No. The
It was a
Rudder
wing.
came off.
the stress cracks were up by the engine cowling and where the wing goes into the fuselage.
Hmm.
Did you
Yeah.
get in there to fix that yet?
Well, I fixed it when I was in Ohio.
At the
With,
Nationals, when the rudder came off, did you hit the ground?
Yes.
We weren't sure. We were judging the flight, and we weren't. It was so close, and I thought you hit, and then the rudder came off. I said, I think he hit the ground and broke the rudder, but we weren't sure.
You can see on the rudder there's about 1/8 of an inch at the top of it where it scraped the ground.
Oh my gosh!
So you can tell I hit something.
It had
Right.
grass burns on it, Bob.
Yeah.
Didn't you do that with the other one?
No,
You
That
broke
was
the
a little
rudder off the
pullout.
other one.
not
Oh,
that I
well,
remember.
You broke the other one because you fixed it with CA and you took some nitro and cleaned it off of there.
Oh, yeah, that was when it landed and it flipped over on landing
Oh, okay.
in
Flipped
high
over.
grass
Oh,
when I was
okay.
practicing here in Colorado.
Hmm.
That
I'll tell you
airplane-
what,
Pretty.
I saw it online and it looked like, I mean, you definitely see where the glue was. Then I saw it at Brodak and I had to really look to find the crack. You couldn't see it. He
No,
did good.
it was a pleasant surprise that class coat is impervious to nitro,
to nitro. Yeah.
but nitro will dissolve CA. So when you fix cracks in a class coat finished airplane, it's always a problem to deal with that excess nitro, especially if it dope finish.
Yeah.
But if you do it on a class coat finish, you can just take nitro and a paper towel and just wipe it off.
Did a beautiful job. Didn't
It's
show.
amazing.
Did
I've
you
been
get your
kind
wing
I'm gonna
yet,
have-
Bill?
Do what?
Did you get your wing yet?
No, next Saturday. We're supposed to get it tomorrow, but it's raining so much that they decided to put the meeting off until next Saturday, so I'll get it then. He's a class act. It'll be all right.
Ed, are you coming up to our contest next weekend?
This coming weekend or the following?
Next weekend, not this weekend.
I might be still in travel status trying to get back.
Gotcha.
And yeah. Apologize for that.
The Bernie Suhamsky Memorial Contest.
I was hoping to come to that, but I don't think I'm going to make it now.
Hey, Mark, what did you think of that Bearcat test flight?
Which one?
The yellow Bearcat video
Oh.
I sent you?
Oshkosh, yeah.
That's pretty cool. That yellow Bearcat might inspire me to build another Bearcat because I think it really looks nice. And I saw a picture of it at Oshkosh.
Yeah.
So
Which
I
one
guess-
is it? The Beetle Bomb?
No,
No. This is one in California that
Freshly restored.
Oh, cool.
it's a really good looking
From-
airplane with
from
the yellow
1950.
finish.
somebody said they test flew that, and then the next day they headed to Oshkosh in it. Is that true? Do you know?
It could be.
They said that was
I don't-
from 1953, right? That one?
I thought you had to have so many hours of
No,
test
not
flight.
on a restoration. The home built is true, but a restoration, I don't think that's true.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's experimental category,
But I don't. That Bearcat's probably not. Might be limited.
okay.
I don't know the rules.
I need a waiver.
Well, anyway, I'm glad he made it.
Yeah, that was neat.
Anyway, it's a beautiful looking airplane with that yellow finish and the
Oh, man.
The black.
black and white trim. It's,
Mhm.
Heck, if y'all find a picture of that, I'd like to see that.
It's on
I'm
YouTube.
looking-
Just go
I'm
to
looking.
air show stuff and you can see it.
Okay.
yeah, Ed's
I'll take
got a
look at that.
bunch of them.
If you
I'll
Googled
do-
yellow Bearcat restoration, it would come up on Google, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll look it up. I love
It's a
Bearcats.
civilian-
Everybody else
it's a
loves
civilian-
P-51s. I love
It's a
Bearcats.
civilian paint job.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what it is about Bearcats other than when I was 5 years old and first getting into airplanes, period, we lived over near the Winston Airport, and Corky Farnoff and his father brought two big Bearcats to Winston-Salem.
Wow.
And
And they
that
were
was
bron-
the biggest,
and they were-
loudest dadgum airplane I'd ever seen. Of course,
And
the
they were
reason it was
bronze.
the biggest, it flew right over our house. I mean, you could take a slingshot and shot him. He was right over the house, and it just made the house just shake. I just loved it. I thought that's the best thing I ever seen.
And that Bearcat and its mate, the Mustang, were both bronze.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, that was Bob's buddy.
I saw them fly at the 65 Nationals. He did an air show at the 65 Nats.
Oh, cool.
Bill Farnoff.
Hey,
Yeah,
Bill?
Corky and Bill. Bill was killed in the Bearcat.
1972. Let's see, I went in the Air Force in 71, so it was late 71 or early 72. On the weekend, I went to Paris, Texas. Did you ever hear of Junior Birchinal?
I've been to,
Yeah.
yes, I've been there.
Well, back then, for $1,800, you get checked out in the T6, P-51, and the B-25 if you'd like, for
Oh my
1,800.
I've been to
That's
that
the-
airport, Ed.
Yeah. Yeah, his daughter picked me up from the bus station, and he offered me a flight, but I had to go back to tech school in Shepherd Air Force Base. It's like, wow.
It was a dirt
about
runway that had oil poured on it.
Well, yeah, and he
It was a dirt runway with oil.
his P-38 was there wrecked because
I was there in 73 or 4, probably 73.
yeah, and that P-38 was probably still laying there. That my understanding is he had one wheel on the good stuff and one wheel in the grass and stuff.
Hmm.
So
Wrecked it.
boy, you talk about impressive. All the stuff that he had.
Now, you mentioned all three of those airplanes you could get checked out in. And if you're not careful, Richard McIntyre, by the end of the show, will have all three of those built.
Yeah.
Get him, Richard.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
They're looking for another project, too.
Don Hutchison profile. That's what you build next.
Did you ever
Tell
fly
you
the Dauntless that he had?
I did. Yes, sir. I sure did. Richard Albers got that airplane today.
And he had an SB-2C Helldiver, too, didn't he?
Yes, but Joe Bowman built that, and I've flown that one too.
How'd that fly?
Good. It's a little bit bigger.
Yeah, it's got a lot of side area.
Got a lot.
Which one's better? What's the best one of that series, Joe?
Whichever one you build.
What's Ed got there? He's showing off some.
Hutchinson P40,
Oh, right. Okay.
but it's going to be a Q.
Oh, the
Yeah,
bubble
So
can.
it's going to have the bubble canopy
Full canopy.
and the 1947 air race paint, yellow and
Yep.
silver paint job.
49.
All right, here's
Number
trivia
49. What number was that?
1947. It crashed
What-
because of
what
engine
number
problems.
Was it number 49?
77,
77? Was it?
78. I got the
Let's go
decals
there.
somewhere. I forget.
All right, trivia question. What stunt flyer published a stunt model of the P-40Q?
P47?
P-40Q. P-40Q.
Oh, Q. Was
Now,
it?
now Phil should know this.
No.
Bill Simons?
No,
It wasn't Herman, was it? It wasn't Herdman.
no. Published a model of the P-40Q.
Wasn't it Don somebody? I can't remember his last name.
Herdman did a 47.
Did you hear
I don't
me?
think-
Don somebody?
No,
Well, there's a Don Herdman. That's Matt's grandpa.
no.
But he had
Yeah,
a.
he had a P-47. The P-40Q was Walt Pyron.
Oh,
Walt Pyron, I'll be darned. That's
Pyron.
right.
Wow.
you're right.
He flew with Bob Elliott when he was a kid. Bob had the P-40, the Black Tiger,
Black
and,
Tiger.
and then he built the P-40Q and published it. And
He also had a really
Steve
nice
Stoessel- Steve
P-39.
Stoessel built a replica of that for VSC one year. I had dihedral too.
Yep. It has a little bit. Well, this one has a little bit.
All of Don's airplanes, the weakest flyer is the Cub, in my opinion, of all the ones I flew, Phil. The Cub was the
Okay.
weakest flyer of the bunch.
Okay.
I,
You did
flown-
pretty good with the SNJ or the 86, didn't you?
I made a good living with that airplane.
Yeah.
I have the plans to the SBD3 and the P40Q as well as the I don't know why, but I decided suddenly I wanted a Wildcat because
Till I killed it in a truck wreck. That's a good
Oh.
airplane too.
yeah, that's the one you had the 4-stroke on, isn't it?
I had a T6 had a 4-stroke and a bit of Wildcat, and I flew it for a couple of years. And I had it in the back of the truck in the rack and got in a car wreck and killed the airplane.
Oh, wow.
Ouch.
The car wreck
Okay.
you can think about was you killed the airplane?
Yeah, I'd rather had the airplane than I just didn't have the truck totaled. It's had the airplane totaled.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
One of the first times, I think in '08, I went to Brodak the first time. And I knew Robert, but I didn't know him well. And I was unloading my truck and taking airplanes out and took that T6 out. And he said, "You going to fly scale?" And I said, "No, that's my profile ship." And Robert said, "That?" I said, I'm going to fly that in stunt. He said, "That can't stunt." And I said, "Shh, don't say that out loud. It don't know it can do it then."
It don't know it can't. It ain't supposed to
Don't
do
know
that.
It can't, don't know it. Don't tell it.
Yeah.
I got a friend who's a mathematician, and he says there is no way under God's green earth a bumblebee can fly. But nobody speaks bumblebee, and the bumblebee don't know,
Don't
so it
know
goes
it.
right ahead and does it anyway.
All of Don's airplanes,
Helicopters don't actually fly.
they just beat the air into submission.
Well, they're just so
That's it.
ugly that Earth repels them.
Yes, that may be right. If you watch that Red Bull helicopter do an air show, you know it can't do that.
You see that Red Bull
Yeah.
thing, rolls and
Yes, that
Loop.
Red Bull helicopter does things that I get back.
That's what
Yeah,
my
I don't want to be
son
anywhere
he
near the
makes-
flight
My son
line.
Robbie, he works for Carson Helicopters, and they make helicopter blades. They're making replacement blades for all the Black Hawk helicopters in the world, except for the ones that belong to the Taliban, and and they make replacement blade sets for the Sikorsky Sky Crane.
Is that right?
Yeah, $9 million.
That's a cool helicopter.
$9 million
$9 million.
a set.
Wow.
9 million
That's 6 blades.
dollars.
Pretty cool.
Jumping Hannah.
You
That-
don't see
that-
those
that
fly
thing-
every day.
That thing is so ugly, but it can lift so much. It's incredible. Picks up a train car and flies off with it. That's just incredible.
You don't see them fly. I've only seen 3 or 4 of them fly in my life,
Mhm.
but they look ungainly.
They had one in the hangar down there where he works, and it's huge. I mean, it fills up their hangar for sure.
Sure.
The weirdest thing that I've ever seen fly was an osprey. I was driving across Texas in a convertible and an osprey came over. I knew we was getting near the Air Force Base, but I had never seen an osprey except in pictures. And that darn thing came over and it was transitioning to landing pattern. And it liked to beat us to death as it went over. That thing really moved some air.
That's Leonardo da Vinci's invention.
They look
I'm
odd.
gonna tell you what, that was a heck of a sight to see. And I mean, we were under the darn thing at about 50 feet on the highway doing 55 miles an hour. It was wild.
They make really weird noise too.
They do.
Yeah, makes a strange sound.
I went ahead and turned it on, Ed.
And I'm trying to get the picture. Let me try this again. Do you see it?
Oh, yes.
Hmm.
T6.
Yeah, so that's an RC plane that I had years ago, and I was going to do a Don Hutchinson T6 and make it like that. And that, so
I think Don's T6 is probably a 525 wing, maybe.
yeah.
I got plans for it. I could.
And this is a copy of a Reno Racer that I had in a book.
Sure.
And I just thought for control line it would be a nice paint job and stuff. This looks yellowish, but it's white, with the black with the stripes and stuff.
Sure.
So, but
All
I like
that
that.
smoking you're doing.
Yeah, right. Anyway, that was one of the factors. I flew the heck out of this. I could wheelie land it. I could doggone 3-point it. I could wheelie land it, give it full throttle, don't even touch elevator, and it would just go the length of the runway until I bumped a little bit of up and stuff. That was great.
Joking, Wheelie Land.
That's a nice airplane.
Yeah.
Years ago, when the 50th anniversary of the SNJ AT6, back in 84, 85, something like that, it was the 50th anniversary. And I was at Flying Models at the time. And we did a theme issue on the T6. We had a construction feature. We had a kit review, I believe. And the Six of Diamonds air show team were stationed in Blairstown, about 8 miles from where Harston's was. And I went down there to see if I could get those guys to let me take pictures of their airplanes. And they were getting ready to do a practice for the Sussex Air Show. And the guy says, "You want to go for a ride?" I said, "Sure." So I went up there and with a routine, they did the whole routine. And I was in the CAG airplane, the Commander Air Group airplane. And we went up to Sussex Airport to get, when they wanted to land there and fuel. And just before we got there, the cam on the rails on the seat broke in the pilot's seat, and he went slamming right to the bottom of the cockpit, and he couldn't get it back up again and lock it. So he had to aileron the airplane in to get it lined up. And then when he pushed himself up with his feet so he could see. And then when he hit the runway, he let it drop to the bottom of the cockpit and looked out the sill to try to keep it straight. And he got it down safe.
Oh my goodness.
So I asked him when we got up to the tanks, I said, that ever happened before? He says, yeah, we lost a pilot in a plane that way a few months ago.
Oh,
Oh, that hurts.
Here's that Bearcat video that Ed sent me if you want to see it.
yes, please.
Yeah.
This is,
That's
Never
it.
mind.
you see it full size?
Yep.
No, yes.
No,
Well,
yeah.
as
No,
big as it's going to get.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Wow, look at that.
That's a beautiful airplane with that yellow.
I think so too.
Oh, you're going to build another one, I can tell.
I
I'll
still
pack-
got, I
Look at
still
it
got
go
your,
up.
oh, look at that. Wow.
is that cool or what?
Yeah. You know, you can do the Blue Angels had one, the Beetle Bomb. That
Yeah.
was
D. Rice
Yellow,
built a pretty nice one, Beetle Bomb. I think.
yeah, D
Yep.
built one and so did Larry
Did Pat
Drawn.
Johnson? Pat Johnson design that? Maybe could that be right?
No,
Who
the one that
designed the
well,
Bearcat?
I don't one that Larry had was Al Raby, but I don't know about his.
I think Pat Johnson did do one.
I think D's was a Pat Johnson.
Pat did one. Pat
It was-
actually designed the plane that the Bearcat that Brodak does.
I think the one D had wasn't Al's. It was a different one. So I bet it was. I bet
It probably was. It probably was Pat's then.
Look at that. Richard just built one.
Richard. It's painted yellow. He's squirting yellow on it right now, back out in the yard.
Marky, I think you met your match. Richard and you are going to have an airplane off. You're going to see who can build the airplane quickest.
I go for that.
Good. Goodness.
It's got to,
What's
make it fair, though. Make it fair. It's got to be the same airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to build the same airplane. And you got to document how long it took you to build
Well,
it.
Robert needs a ringmaster, so there's a good place to start.
Yeah.
I
Now,
can't get
let's make
enthused
it
about
challenge. Let's make it challenging. Let's make it Al Raby's Sea Hornet.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've held that airplane in my hands before.
I have too.
I've
Yeah, I'll
had that
tell you
airplane
what.
in my hands.
Is that the one with two engines?
Yes,
Yep.
Engine and retracts and
yes,
Yeah.
sir.
One of your
I-
electric,
I talked.
one of your
when I
electric
talked to
guys
him-
should make it.
When I
yeah.
was talking last time I talked to Al, he was talking about he had an OS 35S with a reverse crank in it,
Yeah.
and he was going to give that plane and the two engines to Keith Trossel to fly.
John
I
Hill's
don't
got it
guess
now.
John Hill has it right now.
Yeah.
Does he?
Frank McMillan had it for years. Now John Hill does, and John's gonna. I
And
think
someplace-
it was going to be finished and put in the museum, wasn't it, Bob?
Yeah,
Does
it's
that
supposed to
sound
go to the
like
museum. Supposed to go to the museum.
That's what
He refurbished Snaggletooth.
Snaggletooth? Yep.
And
Yeah.
that's at the museum. I went up and patted it on the spinner and said, I'd like to fly against you again and kick your ass again.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, me. I'm tell you what.
But it looks good. I mean, it looks like, it still looks perfect. So,
Al Raby was a guy like Bill Werwich. Neither one of them were happy if they didn't win by a bunch. They couldn't just win. They wanted to win decisively. I'll
I
tell you what.
guess all competitors to a degree are like that, whether they show or
I want to stab you in the back and twist the knife in you when I win.
not.
I'm happy just
I
to
kind
get
of
out
felt
there.
that knife last year twice, Joe.
Yeah, right, dude. We could only dream about that, huh? I think it's awesome. Fun stuff to talk about, but yeah. Stunts
Last
hard.
year,
but
I thought you won. I thought you won one of those, Bob.
What's that?
You won one of those. At Nats, you won.
I didn't hear you.
You won at Nats last year, didn't you?
yes.
The-
Yeah, well,
won the classic event.
classic.
Yeah,
It was
absolutely.
on
he did.
you know, the
I
junior.
got second. I can tell you for sure he won.
Yeah, okay. I kept thinking.
Yeah.
I know
We
there's
don't
several
take
people
the
that,
classic thing too serious.
buddy, I do. Anytime I'm on the handle, I'm serious. That's as serious as I gets when I'm flying.
I thought
I,
this year the Nats was great. I just think it was great.
Did you
I have
watch?
reached the age where I realize there may not be too many more chances. Let's make this thing count.
Did you get a chance to watch Wayne Smith fly that profile Cavalier and Classic?
I did not.
Boy, I
He
got to
was
tell you what,
serious.
he flew
I saw film of it.
two. The first flight was good. The second flight was outstanding.
Well, he won. He won Classic, didn't he?
One
Yes.
Classic over
Yes, I was happy for him. I thought
over
that was a
Simpson.
great win.
Simpson took second by 1.5 points, I think.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Oh, they had fun. Yeah, it was good. Oh, it was the only thing. The Classic thing was scary, as you well know.
Oh
because
my gosh.
when
You
Keith
saw a
did that-
miracle. That was a
If
miracle.
Keith hadn't done if Keith had not done a perfect takeoff, come up to exactly 5 feet at one lap, have you been a foot higher, the
He'd
whole
killed
thing would have been different.
I was amazed. That was a miracle.
It was.
That was a miracle.
Now, how in the world did he get hit in the back, 2 slices of the prop in the middle of his back without the spinner hitting him?
It
And-
did hit him.
And lived through it.
He told me it did not hit him.
It did hit him. When I looked at it close, and you could see where it hit him, and then the props cut around.
But he was at an angle about like that.
Yeah,
Back.
He said the spinner didn't hit him.
6 inches more, he'd been hit in the head.
That's what I, well,
That's
10 inches.
exactly
yeah,
right.
foot more. He would have been hit in the head.
Yep.
You know, somebody didn't. It didn't click on me. You only got 5 seconds to get out of the way, and for some of them old guys, 5 seconds is an eternity.
That ain't
Yes.
enough. That's right.
Lou Willard used to roll off of the circle.
That's right. At Brodax, he wanted to launch Bob Brookins so bad, and he launched Bob on his hands and knees and laid down and rode like a log off the circle.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, that may have to be, now that we're getting older, that may have to be part of the pilot's meeting.
The pilot's meeting. You know, when Colleen launches me, I always step off the circle where you launch on the outside of the circle. And when I get airborne, I walk back 6 or 7 feet to get to the circle I go around, where she's got distance right off the bat.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, she's got distance. Because I come by at 5 feet, dude, I'm going to kill you dead if you're standing there. I don't see you. You're not looking. I can't see what's coming, Bob. I'm flying the airplane as good as I can fly it and getting as good as I can get.
Yep.
If somebody
Well, if you didn't
waits
love
in the
him needle
circle-
nose spinners so darn much.
At the 79 team trials, I was doing the warm-up flights for the judges because I had a ticket back as, you know, the defending champ. So I didn't have to make the team. So I was doing the warm-up flights for the judges. And on the last warm-up flight, and I was on fairly long lines with the big Genesis, and I took off, did a nice long sweeping takeoff, got up to about 3.5 feet, and grafted the airplane to the back end of Joe Reinhardt's Chevrolet.
Oh my gosh.
Hit him right in the tail light lens. He didn't realize we were flying there. He didn't do it on purpose. He pulled up right next to the circle. The airplane hit and shattered the 3-blade wooden prop I'd made, and it was doing a shaft run. And the wing was gone. The outside wing was gone. The airplane was torn in half. And the thing's doing a shaft run across the ground, just hopping on its nose, and sparks coming out and smoke.
Oh my word.
And no one else was flying. So the event director, Keith Trossel, ran out there and shut it off. And now, of course, everybody's looking at me, and it's dead quiet. So God is my witness, and you only get hopefully one chance in a lifetime to do this. I turned to the judges and I said, "Now, did any of you see anything wrong with that takeoff?"
Oh my God.
Oh, Lord.
Joe was devastated. He really was.
Oh,
I
he's
spent the rest of the afternoon consoling him for wrecking my airplane.
You weren't on before. You know, Joe came and visited me on Circle 4 at the Nats this year, but I had gotten this before. Does this look familiar, Bob?
Yeah.
Yep, the Joe Reinhardt handle.
Yeah, that looks like a Bob Barron handle.
Yeah,
What Bob Barron flew on. Something about 7 inches spacing or more.
I think Joe made them, but they're neat.
Well, I believe in that.
I've got a real
I've
bob
gone out
bearing
to a
handle
lot more
downstairs.
spacing than I ever used before. And David Fitzgerald came to the East Coast 5 years ago, 4 years ago. He called up and he said, "I'm coming to visit Joe Daly and fly at the Flushing meet." And he said, "Can I borrow one of your airplanes?" I said, "Well, sure. Which one you want?" He said, "Well, how about the Crossfire?" I said, "It's yours." So I brought it over and handed it to him, and he said, he flew one flight. And he said, "Can I make a couple of changes?" I said, "Fly it like you stole it. It's your airplane." So he opened the handle spacing significantly and put in a little bit of nose weight. Now I was supposed to judge that day, and I didn't realize, but they had me on the advanced circle, not the expert circle. So it turned out I could fly an expert. So I asked Joe Daly, I said, "Okay." He said, "Sure." But then I realized David had changed the airplane significantly. He opened the handle and put a little nose weight in. So you get a lot more throw quick, and then after the turn, you stabilizes. And that's how we used to do it back in the 70s. So at any rate, I flew the airplane and I won one of the rounds. And ever since that day, I've opened up all my handle spacing and moved the balance point forward. And if you look at Oresti's airplanes and Joe's, if you look where the balance point is, it's almost right at the leading edge. It's like an inch behind the leading edge. That's what they're doing. They're getting a lot of control in with big wide spacing handles or quick controls and getting a lot of throw in and getting it in fast. So as soon as the elevator starts to move, it's already a lot of movement and the radius is already set, very tight radius. But in order, it's like anything else, if you turn something that tight,
Well, can you hear me?
you got to stabilize it too.
Yep.
So
you got to get out of it. Bam.
yeah, moving the balance point forward fixes that. And that's exactly what they're doing today with those sharks and everything.
One thing got me about the sharks, they got very long tails.
What's wrong with that?
Every one of them's got a long tail.
The only thing I didn't like about the shark previous to this last couple of years, and there's a reason for it changing, is when they made those incredibly hard corners. The balance point of the airplane made the corner, but the tail had a lot of inertia because it was so long, and it would go down below the track of the airplane, and it made it look like a bobble, but it really wasn't a bobble. It was just the tail going below the inertia of the tail going down. So now they have that kick in the corner thing that Igor timer or the new Hourglass timer has it too. The kick in the corner thing that pretty much prevents that from happening now.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I think we've come to the point where physics, we come to the point where we can't get around the physics. We can't turn any tighter because the inertia of the tail is just won't let you turn the corner and keep it from dropping that tail because of inertia. So we may be at a point where that's as tight as we can turn these kind of airplanes.
It's, to me, you got to have drive through the corner. A lazy engine can't do that.
No.
It'll do that more, but a drive makes it can
Well,
lock
that kick in the corner thing does that. It gives it a blast of RPM.
That's drive.
Kicks it through.
Phil, for me and you, that's nitro.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty interesting, but I think we're pretty much at the limit of how tight we can turn them with the current aerodynamics and the current configurations because they just the inertia of the tail is just going to make it look weird.
Flaps too hard, and the bigger you get it, if you get a 48-inch airplane long, you haven't got room to draw straight lines on our area. A 42 or 45-inch airplane's about, to me, is as long as you can get and make it look nice because you run out of space.
Did you ever see Wendy fly the sweeper?
I never did.
The second one, I flew the first one, and then many years later, as soon as my arm healed, I flew the second one. And that thing was immense. I got the foam wing and tail and flaps and elevators and all that stuff for that airplane. And we went to the 80 Nats together, and that thing was immense. I mean, it had to be, 60 inches long or more.
It might have been, Bob. It might have been.
Huge. And it was almost like this is what the appearance was. That was a square. Because by the time it got into it was already at the next flat,
Yep.
It was in the flat very short period of time. And when it was at the Nats in 1980, we were flying there in Wilmington, and I launched the airplane, and it hit hit a piece of grass or something, or a cut in the asphalt, and grabbed the lines, and the thing turned in at him, and it's full tank of fuel, and it's chasing him around the circle. The airplane's going all over the circle. Fortunately, it didn't cut his lines or anything, but it chased him around the circle for at least 15, 20 seconds. And then he finally got to the end of the lines and got it airborne. It was funny.
Oh my
It came right
goodness.
across the center of the circle.
Goodness.
Airplane that big, you know.
That
You think
thing-
twice
That
about
thing
trying
was-
to catch it.
the prop probably looks like
Yeah.
it's that big around too, looking at you.
Yeah, it was incredible. It had, I think, an RC pattern OS in it, 65 or something. Just incredible.
Mm.
A lot of fun.
Boy, I know one thing. It was big.
Did Joel get his airplane fixed or is it totaled?
Yeah, he's been out flying it the last few days.
Good. Good deal. Good
That's
deal.
okay.
Good.
He'll be all, you know, he's going to build a new one. And we're building it, you know, in my shop. He's going to come down. We're going to build a new one. Same thing, probably. A little more wing area, a little longer wing.
What
and
is
we're
it?
trying to get 10 ounces out of it.
What
Woo,
is
that's
it?
a lot.
What was it? His
He looked good. I mean, he
crossfire?
looked really good in
He
qualifying.
did very good.
He beat the eventual winner, Jake Moon, straight up in the same
He sure
circle.
did. He sure did.
He flew it. You ever see that movie, Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Where the premise is that aliens come at night, they put a pod next to your body, and the pod assimilates you. In the morning, you wake up, you're an alien.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh,
Well, I
boy.
think that's what happened to Joe the night before qualifying. You know, they put a pod next to him, and he woke up a stunt flyer.
Yeah.
That airplane helped him.
He looked great.
That airplane.
What airplane is it though? Is it a crossfire? What is it?
It's a double cross. It's a
Oh, the
twin-
double cross. Okay.
It's a twin.
Yeah.
Probably 620-inch wing, maybe, Bob. How big is
Oh,
it?
more than that. More than that.
More than that.
670.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only thing that plane needs is shorter nacelles.
All that airplane needs is 10 ounces less.
Yeah, they put it in my hands
Yeah.
with 10 ounces less. That's yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's got
But-
short cells now.
Flies good.
It did fly well.
The pictures of it looks like the nacelles are great long.
No, they're
They're
pretty
not?
short.
No, they're pretty short. They can't be no shorter, I don't think, Bob, can they?
Well, they could be a little shorter. Well, it's caveat to that. Yeah, they can be shorter if you don't put the ESCs into the cell.
Yeah, but they're
No.
You're mounting the ESCs in the fuselage now.
they're not as long as Ryan's Eagle one.
We can shorten the nacelles now right down to almost right to the wing. What we really don't want to do that. We don't want to get them too close because then you get the your prop beating against the leading edge, and that's not
Yeah.
good. You want to have a little bit of clearance, but we can make them short enough now that because we can put the ESCs in the fuselage, and we don't have to leave room for the ESCs behind the motor.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I've only seen 2 or 3 pictures of it. That is a pretty thing. And
That's
as
nice
you know,
airplane.
I had started drawing one of those myself, and with the same name. And I like his. That's a good looking airplane.
Yeah, it is.
Really good looking airplane.
Nice airplane.
Tell him if he wants to draw plans to it, I'll build one.
But Bobby's airplane, isn't it? Is it your airplane, Bob?
But
It's a
basically,
cross-
we did a lot. You know, it just changed the. We changed a little bit of the aesthetic. I got a picture of it here. Hold on just a second. Yeah, this is in construction, but you get the idea. You see, we've got a silhouette for the vertical fin. This is early on. Oops, where'd it go? There it is.
There's
Yeah.
one with the profile fuselage is back on the back wall. That'd be a killer airplane too.
Profile this. That's Robbie's. I think that thing's got several hundred flights on it now.
Oh, and
Uh,
never been painted?
No, it's not gonna be, never will be painted. It was a test bed kind of airplane.
Sure.
Now here's another picture of. There it is when we're putting on the nacelles.
Well, that is sharp.
McIntyre, don't be looking.
I'm looking pretty close.
He's got one built already.
We just found out about it 10 minutes ago.
Buy you some
Yeah, well,
digital
he
media
took-
right there.
He found out about it 10 minutes ago, but he had to take a coffee break before he started. But he's got it
That's
done.
right.
Oh, okay.
He's got the wood laid out.
Yeah.
That is really sharp, Bob.
What is that big hole in the side of the fuselage?
That's for the what do you call it?
Arming plug, probably.
Arming plug. Yeah. It's a stock arming plug you can buy. It fits into the hole.
Looks like you use the same system for the timer I do. It sits on a piece of balsa and then goes back and it slides back
Yeah,
in a track.
It's like a little shelf, and it's like a drawer pull, and you can move it
Yeah.
forward and aft. Yeah, and
I
it's
do the same
parallel. They're parallel to the wing center line.
I do the same thing.
Yeah, it's a good
That's
setup.
sharp.
I don't have any other pictures of that. I'm sure.
McIntyre's taking notes. Look at him. He'll go back and take video of this.
I'll watch it again tomorrow.
Dang right. You're all
Mac,
right,
you do.
man.
Mac, you do realize we only razz the people we like.
Richard's a good
You're
lad.
going to catch heck, son.
And here's why the airplane weighs 10 ounces too much.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
You let him mix up too much clear. You mix
Yeah.
up 4 ounces of clear and 2 ounces of thinness and whatever thinner you want, but you're done.
That's a resto rod that he did a 57 resto. He does a Barrett Jackson level restorations. He's an amazing.
That's for sure. He's a good lad too. There's
He
so
really
many
is.
good people.
He's the best. Oh, me and Amy. You know, we you know Rick Campbell.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, you know, Rick and I stayed with Joel in his trailer 2 years ago, 24. We stayed there, and he has that, you know, the pull out, so it looks like a living room in there, you know. So, and in the morning, I had a real bad back problem, you know, and I got up in the morning, I could hobble across to get to the galley to get my meds, you know. And one morning was really, really bad, you know. And, I was hobbling across there, and he says, "Are you okay?" I said, "No, I'm in cross-eyed pain." So he sat down that night and wrote a song called "Cross-Eyed Pain."
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
And he did it in the studio when he got home. And I told him, I said, if this thing, it's really professional. I said, if this thing goes anywhere, do I get royalties because I named it? And he said, yeah. He says, we're liable to make tens of dollars.
Tens of
Yeah.
So
pretty
in the morning,
quick.
in the first morning, he got up and Joel asked him, he said, you want a cup of coffee? He said, yeah. So he takes a K cup, puts it in the Keurig, but except it wasn't coffee. It was cocoa. He apologized, made him coffee. The next morning, he did it again. So you know what Rick's new nickname is?
Coco.
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 So he just recently, if he's watching, he's going to be laughing. You know, he's half Jewish, and he loves that fact. You know, he uses that to good effect. So at any rate, he went on his daughter's honeymoon with her and her husband. He and his wife went on their honeymoon together in France. So now his new nickname is Coco the Jewish Mother.
He's quick-witted, though. He's quick-witted.
Lord.
He's fun to be around.
Oh, he's great.
Oh, he's great, but I tell you what, he's got to be he's got to be a good-natured lad to take all this fun in.
Oh no, he dishes it out as well as he takes it. You know,
Oh,
good deal.
Rick's awesome. Rick
Yeah.
is awesome.
He's a good
Good
flyer too.
He is a good flyer, Bobby.
If he had started earlier and stayed with it, you know, he was really, you know, he did the right thing. He started an ice cream shop called Cravings, and he redecorated. He bought the building, and he redecorated it to look like an 1800s soda fountain. You know, late 1800s.
Wow.
And the place was beautiful, and instead of going out flying, he diligently worked hard to make a living, and you know, he did a good job. And now he's playing, you know, because he's retired. But if he had started and stayed with it earlier, been a little more selfish, he would have been a monster.
He's still a good stick.
Oh, he
He's
is.
still a good flyer. He's a good guy too.
He is.
He's fun to talk to.
He's funny.
He's want to tell me I need to paint on my bottom airplanes. He said, paint them bad and plaid right on the bottom of your plane. Bad and plaid.
Oh Lord.
He's
Oh,
quick
Got a
witted.
sense of
He's
humor.
sharp.
He's got this offbeat musician sense of humor, you know.
He does.
Yeah.
He can sure enough play too. There's no doubt about that.
Oh my gosh, he's a great player.
Sure enough. Oh my goodness.
Coco.
Yeah, I never met him until Brodak, I think it was. And golly, he's a lot of fun and he's an incredible guitarist.
Yes, he is.
Sure.
Guy. Anyway, so we're going to have a yellow. Actually, we'll have several yellow Bearcats. I know that Rich will probably turn out a few, but Mark, you're going to build a yellow Bearcat now?
I doubt it, but it's appealing
Build
thought.
two. Build two. I'll pay.
Well, the Air Force had several that were yellow wings with a red stripe on it and a blue fuselage, and they used
Yeah.
them for drones,
Yeah.
flying drones. That's the way I'm finishing my Brodak one.
Good, then we'll
And
shoot
it's,
down.
Hey, the way I've been
The
flying
repair-
lately, I don't need any help.
The real challenge is to make it look like the Rare Bear.
Mhm.
That's quite a
Yeah,
paint
I
scheme
love
on
one of
that.
the Rare Bears, but I hate the new one. I hate that new paint scheme they put
The
on it. It just doesn't
Conquest would
look
be
right.
the Conquest would be the one to do.
Yeah, the Conquest was a great look. I went to the Garber facility to see the Conquest. That was my whole reason for going, was just to see the Conquest. And of course, you have to join a group, and they lead you through it. You know, the Garber facility ain't like a regular museum, or wasn't like. It's not there anymore. But they took a group of us through it, and I got there and I put the flash unit on, and I started taking this back in film days. I started taking pictures, and I finished it up, and he says, "Well, you're going to be a few minutes." I had the new roll of film in just a minute, ready to go. He said, "How did you do that so fast?" I said, "Well, if you shoot weddings, you have to change. You have to reload pretty quick."
Yep.
But I wanted to get my whole reason for coming was this airplane, because I wanted to do this airplane, and that thing is. I don't know how he got his head in that little bitty canopy. I mean, it's not but about that tall. I mean, it's a tiny little thing. And
If it was a sunflower, he never would have got his head in that canopy.
no, it was fun though. It's a neat little airplane. I mean, it was really stretched out and clean and pretty airplane. But I don't know, Conquest won all down the side of it. It was neat.
I can
Still
make
got
all the
pictures.
jokes I want now without any political repercussions with judges anymore because I'm retired.
You said you're retiring 3 years ago.
I'm retired now, pal. I can't fly anymore.
Oh shoot!
I didn't fly at the Nats this year.
You judged.
Well,
you did hard duty.
Oh, it was fun with Steve. Steve's great. We had a lot of
He
fun
is
together.
great, no question.
And it was a
Yeah,
short day.
I had a good time with him at Brodak. He's a lot of fun.
It was fun just watching Mark fly. Mark, your airplane, if you don't mind me saying, you need to move the lead outs back or something because you're losing tension in some of your maneuvers.
Big time.
Big time. You can
Yeah,
see
we
it.
were talking about that. I did move them back a little bit later.
Mhm.
But I don't think the rudder's set up right yet. I got to do some more tinkering with that rudder.
Yeah, because it was coming in at you when you're doing insides. It would actually float in towards you. I think
Yeah.
I think outsides was tighter, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
I think the outsides were tighter. Yeah.
yes.
I was watching it pretty critically.
But my first one, I think I hit it better with the rudder phasing, and that one had much better line tension. But this one's still got a lot of life left in it, so I think it'll come around.
It can stand a
Not
little more
not
off.
if you keep doing that with that when you took the rudder off.
Well, I'll try to avoid that, but
Yeah.
Try to avoid that.
I was just really, really lucky I didn't have more damage.
That got us up out of our seats, I'll tell you that.
When you hold
I'm
that
kind of
airplane and release it, it just shoots out of your hands. Bam, it's gone. The engine's running supreme. I think Mark's right. I think the rudder needs to do more on the down line. It needs to have more kick out somehow.
Mark, do me a
Yeah.
favor. You can. Set that rudder dead straight and fly it once with no Raby rudder thing on it. Just try it once that way.
I mean, without the
Without the Raby rudder thing.
just with no kick.
put it dead straight or put a little bit of
Dead straight.
okay.
Oh, okay, 100th of a degree offset.
Probably couldn't get it that close
It's
to dead
swinging a
straight.
big prop in that little nose. A big prop. Is it a 13 or a 12?
13.
13. Isn't it?
13. Swinging a huge prop. That I think it's procession causing it, Bob.
Could be.
You know, when you give it down, it's fighting itself, I think.
I never liked. I've flown a bunch of those Raby rudder airplanes, and personally, I don't like them. I don't like anything that induces yaw in an airplane.
I think we should find Mark 11-inch 4-blade prop with wide blades.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
a smaller diameter, compact that.
Everybody thinks for the 60 you need to go with a 13-inch prop. But I read an article years ago about using an 11-inch prop on a 65 because that's what he was running at the time. And he used a 3-blade, but it was 11-inch.
Yeah.
And I thought he was crazy. But I went and tried it because, hey, he's world champion. I'll give it a try. And you know, he wasn't crazy. It worked.
Now I bought a 4-blade from Dave Tribble, 12-inch. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
try it.
play with
Try
that.
it.
Probably cut it down a little bit, but I'll see how it goes.
You have to
Yeah.
repitch
Yeah.
it to 5.5 or so, probably.
Yeah, but that's not hard. I mean,
That's
it's a
no, it's not hard. It can be done.
Yeah.
It would lower that procession part. When you give it down, that rotation area, that really it does evil things when the big props.
But my first Bearcat, the phasing of the rudder, I think, was just about right because it had really good tension, especially in the hourglass. You come over the top, and it was pulling really nicely over the top with the
That thing was
hourglass.
nice at Rodak a few years ago.
Procession is one thing, but
Beautiful.
spiral airflow is another.
Ah,
In our airplanes, that's actually the dominant force because of the size of our propellers in relation to the size of a scale propeller.
correct.
And if you're flying a standard rotation propeller tractor, and the airflow is hitting the bottom of the inside wing, going over to the outside wing, going around the fuselage, hitting the bottom of the inside stab, the outside stab, but it's hitting the side of the vertical fin, which has most of its area above the vertical center of gravity.
That's right.
And that makes it like a weather vane because the ballast point is very far forward and you're putting pressure on the left side pushing out. What's it going to do? It's going to push the nose in. But moreover, it's going to make a left yaw component, but it's also going to push the airplane over because the area is above the vertical center of gravity. So you're going to get a right roll, left yaw component.
I hadn't thought about that, but you're right.
He's 100% right. Rudders are evil on control line.
Which is why I fly twins, because they're counter-rotating props and none of that's going around the fuselage or hitting the fins.
It's all good.
What about that?
My dad
Yeah, I
worked
thought Bob was.
My dad worked for Eastern Aircraft during the war, World War II, and he was the chief troubleshooting engineer at Eastern Aircraft, which made the FM-2 Wildcat and the TBM Avenger.
Yeah.
So any problem they had in any of the labs, they call him and he come in and solve it. And one of the problems they had was with the propeller governors on the FM-2. So he took an FM-2 out one night and propped it up in flying position and started and lashed it down, started it, and took strobe photography because they wanted to see the cavitation of the props. They were having problems with the prop pitch gauge, the pitch, electric pitch, and wanted to see what the end of the prop was doing in strobe. Well, it started to snow, and he has pictures where the prop picked up the snow and did a perfect spiral around the airplane, hitting that vertical fit.
You know, you said that in relation to the, real airplane to the, what size prop do you think that had on it? The real airplane?
Well,
The
the
Bearcat?
Warbirds had pretty big props. You know,
13 foot.
No,
Thir-
not on a Wildcat.
and
Wildcat.
13.
consequently, they had more problems with spiral airflow.
Oh, that was a Corsair,
Yeah, the Hellcat had 13 foot.
P47 had a 13-inch prop,
Yeah.
or 13-foot prop.
Mustang's got 11'4" maybe, and the Wildcat would be over 11 foot either. I don't think.
All those Warbirds had big props, and consequently, a lot of spiral airflow hitting the vertical fin on the left side, which made them have to give right rudder to get them straight. And everybody said, "Well, that's torque." Well, maybe torque was a big part of it, but that spiral airflow was also a big part of it.
Yeah, it's the same prop. 13.6 on a Bearcat. The
Yeah.
rear bear has a 13-foot 6-inch prop.
Yeah, the Wildcat had a 9'9". That Curtis Electric prop is what he was talking about too. That wasn't a great prop, but it's only 9 foot. But still 9 foot on the tips of a lot of power out there.
But if you look at a Cessna or something, the prop is very small.
7 foot.
You know, it's a tiny looking little prop. So the spiral airflow is not as much a factor, but it's still a factor. A guy named Frank Zayek. Anybody remember Frank
Yeah.
Zayek?
Yeah, he wrote those books on
what? What
circular
was the book?
circular airflow.
Circular airflow. You know, did one called spiral airflow too.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that was about that effect.
I got a guy here, Juan Francisco. Is that anybody know him?
Who?
I've heard of him.
Juan Francisco. He's talking. I know he's a control line flyer because he's talking about L.A. Heat, Mobest, Invitation, and Mobest.
He's the Southern Cal guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's on YouTube. This is a time that we're going to shut YouTube off. We usually have an after party if you're a member, and you can join in and continue watching on the Hangout itself. I appreciate you guys watching and liking. Let me get to my channel here. My videos. This is such a pain to get off of this thing.
Can't you just pull the plug?
Yeah, I could. Let's see, content. Come on. And
Richard built during the show.
They've changed it now. Content live. There we are. One more button. All righty, 144 we had on tonight. That's a good deal. So please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.
Okay, Rich, how many airplanes did you build tonight?
No, I just started this one today.